All right, I think we're good to go, everyone. Good morning. It's so nice to see everyone. Most of you know me. My name's Cathrine Page. I am a resident actually of Thornhill and work in Richmond Hill. I have a health clinic there. I am a healthcare practitioner that deals with natural and holistic medicines. What I look at is the root causes of your problems, and then I try to find out how we can fix it from where it started and not just all the symptoms that are showing. So we look at your symptoms, but then we look at maybe what kind of started that problem, and then we kind of work from there. My studies have been very intensive in traditional Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic medicines, indigenous medicines. My mother is Native American, so I've had a lot of studies with that as well. So I try to kind of take everything I know and help people with what they need from as many natural resources as I possibly can. So you're welcome anytime to give me a call and we can talk about that. I will share some quick secrets that I have about sleep. And one of the number one things in sleep is that there is actually something called an organ clock. And an organ clock, and you can look it up online, will show you what organs are awake, moving, and doing things during the day. So if you're up, say, at 2:30 to 5 o'clock, it's usually your liver is talking. And when I look at that, I look at to see, why is your liver talking? Is it not cleaning blood greatly? Is it not doing stress-related work greatly? So sometimes when you get up, it's an organ that needs a little bit of tweaking or a little bit of adjustment. So that's kind of one of my little secrets when I talk to you. When you come in, I say, so when are you awake? When do you get digestion? When do you get a headache? What time do those come? Each time that comes on your clock tells us what's kind of igniting and firing in your system that wants to be reset. So here, Kathy, is my reset, calm the body, refresh, all in one. You can massage your ears, because in your ears there's every single acupuncture point. We call it auricular therapy. Typically you can come in and get needles and laser treatments and all that kind of stuff done to your ears, but you can do it at home yourself as many times in a day as you want to. So typically you just kind of make little pincher fingers, right? Make a little pincher finger, and you start at the top and you squeeze your ears all the way around the outside, all the way down the front, and making sure that you get behind the ear as well, because there's some fantastic sleep points there, blood pressure points, relaxation points. And usually I tell people like to rub your ears to the count of 30. Now, yes, you're going to look like a little ear Rudolph, because your ears might get a little red. But what that does is it tells the body to rebalance. It tells it to refire anything that's kind of slowing down, or slow down the things that are speeding up. Now, the great secret to acupressure, though, is that from where your ear attaches at the top to where your ear attaches at the bottom, there are several points between here that are strictly just for sleep. So if you're struggling to sleep, or you're in bed and you're kind of awake and can't get yourself back to sleep, I usually just take my middle fingers and I just rub them down. And it ignites the body to kind of say, okay, go back to sleep, calm down, cool off, you crazy little brain, right? And those are wonderful points. So that's kind of like my biggies. A couple other things I have learned over time is quartz lamps or Himalayan salt lamps are really great for getting your mind buzz off. So if you listened or have one of those sitting beside you for about a half an hour or so before you go to bed, they can really help the mind kind of, take some of that extra stress and thought stuff away. The other one I have is something called Hertz meditation. So it's HERTZ, so like megahertz. You can look it up on YouTube and type in Hertz for sleep. And there is actually tons of them online that you can just listen to that give you a binaural beat and reset the brain to go into sleep. Some people listen to 30 minutes before they go to bed. Some people leave it on all night. It really depends on your amount of upset. And then you can kind of ease yourself off with that. The last one that I'll give you today is a big one that has to kind of work with your health practitioners. So intermittent fasting, there are different times set for people who have sleep issues versus weight loss versus resetting the body. Every person is different at every different age and stage, but sometimes the amount of time between when you eat and when you sleep can be a big process on how your body calms itself down before it gets to sleep. So that can be also something that can be looked at as well. So those are kind of like my sleep tricks that I've used over the years. Like most, I don't have a lot of sleep issues. I kind of am able to get myself where I need to be with all my tricks and habits. But like anybody else, when I'm stressed out and the world's gone crazy, I'm not sleeping. Right? No matter what trick I use, my brain isn't going to stop, and it's just where it is. So you just kind of, like Wayne said, sometimes you have to find a way to reset. And sometimes you got to use every trick, as we call it, in the toolbox that we give you to get yourself back on track. Now, I am very grateful that Marge let me speak today. She knows that I've been able to come back to the city and create an event that I created about 7 years ago called the Passion for Wellness event. This event supports local community and charities within our community. Last year, with everything that went on, we didn't host the event. This year, I was able, gratefully, to speak with Heather. I said, let's do it. Let's find a way to do it. Because Heather and I have been teaming up over the last 7 years, and we have decided to make it a fully virtual event. It's available for 72 hours, so you don't have to be online on Saturday morning. What happens is when you register for the event, you will receive a number of links to 6 and actually maybe 8 different classes that you can participate in whenever you want to. Heather is doing some yoga. My good friend Janie's doing Pilates. Many of you know Ann Klausner. She's going to do some movement and brain neurology with us. Joanna Grace is going to do some sound healing. I'm going to offer you some Tai Chi and meditation. But you'll be able to use these classes for 3 days. Now, all of the money this year is being given to Hill House Hospice. It requires a minimum donation of $25 to them, and they will make sure that you get receipted for your donation. We are supporting them because I know so many of us have been touched by cancer. So many of us have needed people who just needed that homey place to go when they need that support that the family can't give any longer. So this is one that's near and dear to my heart. As many of you know, my father passed away from brain cancer several years ago, and it's kind of where we're at. So it's really easy. You just have to email me to register, and then I'll send you the link to donate. And once you've donated, then I'll send you all the great links to classes. We are looking forward to it. There's raffle prizes to win. There's free giveaways from all the teachers to win. And there's so much content to look at right now. We've done some interviews with each of the teachers on that day, and we're all just excited to be able to re-offer this event to everyone. I know it's a little strange with our world right now, but we just couldn't pass another year without helping our community and helping our community groups as well, because this for us is as much helping each of us have a little bit of wellness and self-care. We have called it a soul-to-soul event because we are wanting to reconnect with everybody. And however we have to do that, let's do that connection. So we're going to connect with you soul to soul. We're all going to give you some really great insights, tips, exercises, things that'll make you feel good, and give us some, happy smile positivity while we get through this crazy winter we just got developed. So that's where I'm at. So that's all my stuff. So Marge, thanks so much again for asking. I know I've been away a bit with my own work and troubles, but I appreciate your support always. And thank you, CTC community. I know you guys are always there behind me when we need you. And it has been phenomenal to be there. So I look forward to seeing as many of you as I can on the Saturday. You won't see me officially, but I'll get to see all your names and lights, as they say. And you'll get some great big thank yous from me and the team as we go along that day. So thanks so much. Thanks again, Marge. I really